Welcome to my channel. This is Kitty TV, and I'm gonna help you out how to use NextAuth Beta version 5. Um, I've been checking on YouTube and I didn't see any videos talking about this new version after the Next.js 14 was released. So I'm gonna give you pretty much an insight how to use that NextAuth pretty much, which is the thing people is worried about. Because I've been checking some comments and they are not able to find the way to fix that. So I'm gonna go ahead and right away help you out with that so we can finally set this up. So the first thing that we're gonna do will be to install, you know, the Next.js 14 so we can start with the process, Next.js. All right, so npx, then we'd say create next app at latest. The name will be Keto TV. Alright, so let's go ahead and give it some time. In the meantime, it loads. I will use in this case TypeScript. Use Ling as well. Tell when yes, no, yes. Right. So let's continue with that. Let's give it some time in the meantime. And let's go ahead and find this so we can install it. Right, so excellent. So now let's go ahead and press Control and click to open the project. And now that we have that, we just got to open our terminal on the project and paste our next auth at beta version we have so it can be installed. In the meantime, I'm gonna leave this way. This way you can be aware of this. And what I'll do in this case will be to make some adjustment on the project. This way you can see all of that, guys. Let me go ahead and first remove all of this because we don't need it. We may need this, so I'm gonna just leave it this way. Put it right here. This is the home place, and I'm gonna create different things like we're gonna have the login ph.tx, and we're gonna also have our dashboard. I don't know if you know, guys, how to create. This is the trick uh, to create folders and file. At the same time, you just go and put a slash in the middle, put the name of the folder, and then a slash, and then the name of the thing. So this is what we get. I think there's something else missing, which is going to be the uh, inventory slash page point tsx. Now let's we have a this, so we can use inventory, and we're gonna do the same here. Dashboard, sorry, dashboard, and it's gonna happen the same into this one. All right, so let's create our login page. This is gonna be it, and that's it. So let's go ahead and set everything up. Let's run this project with npm run dev. It's gonna be a short video. I'm gonna try to make it short. So let's go ahead and in the meantime initialize. So we're gonna do the following in this case, so we can create the whole thing right here. So we're gonna have a auth auth point yes, right here. on the root of the project, we're gonna also have another thing which is called the middleware. Middleware.cs. Okay, so in the meantime, let's see. Alright, so and we're gonna also have another one which is called auth.config.cs. Okay, so that's part of it. Will be needed another thing which is called the API, but we're gonna uh, first thing first. Okay, so in here it shows our configuration has to be this. So we're gonna have to create this project also. Let me go ahead and do it now, rather, so you don't have to API text copy that. It is this, just in case you don't know. This is the root, and we're gonna copy paste this one. Okay, so I have a trick. Instead of having like with the point with the slash, I just do an at slash and select the off with no problem. All right, so let's just leave it this way. In the meantime, it shows a little error, but we're gonna fix that right now. We're gonna first set this up. Okay, so there is two ways you can do that. For example, in this Next.js 14 project, leave the link below. They explain how to do this specifically, but they didn't say much. So since we're gonna be working with the authentication of Google, so we're gonna just import all of this, and yes, there is something missing here. We're gonna fill it up in a moment. And on the next credentials, it's going to be a different one. Okay. On the next credential will be a Google provider. In this case, we can import it. We can import it from providers slash Google. This is our project. Okay. So now that we have that, we're gonna do the following now. Um, so we're gonna import the client ID, and we're gonna also import our client secret. This, so now that we have all of that, we're gonna proceed and create. So on the middleware, we're gonna have it exactly like this. Okay, I don't wanna go ahead and write it, so you just do that. And also on the auth.config, we're gonna copy this to make a large video and have it like this. Alright, so we're gonna just adjust some things in here so we can have a good route of this project. So there is another thing missing. Here is still giving me an error, and it is because we are not exporting the get and post from the handler. So what we can do in this case will be to just go to here. Where is my thing here? Yes, and in here we're gonna add handlers, and we're gonna get the get and post spotted from here. And the error we had, we will not longer see it. It has been fixed from here, so this will not be a problem. So we're gonna do the following now that we have this added into there. Okay, so let me go ahead and find just if there is any other thing we need. Yes, we get that. And yes, so we're gonna copy that as well. EMV file here, and we're gonna add our secret in our auth. URL. So there is two ways to do that. You know, if you want to find a way to generate the secret, you just go ahead and open a new one, and you use the open SSL at rand. Sometimes it wouldn't work for you guys, but what you can do, you can find a page that will give you that, which is this one, and you use this link. I can also give it, leave it on below for you guys. And this is, it generates a secret key automatically. So you just copy and paste it here. Okay, so this is what we're gonna be using. And so we're gonna add also our Google first. Do some changes. I'm gonna do it in a moment. So let me go ahead and create. First is process, and we're gonna set it right here because we will use that in a moment. So now that we have all of that, let's go ahead and set up the login page. So to set up the login page, I'm gonna make an easy login page for you guys, so you don't have to. Since we're using Tailwind, we just got to type this and place add and center. That's it. So we're gonna do this, and I'd rather, instead of doing that, we can use just a form with an action. Let's leave it this way. And in this action, we're gonna be having this sync because we'll be synchronous. Um, we can just do that, and we are gonna be using the server options. Uh, server options and from auth. Okay, this will have a thing inside, which is going to be called Google, because it's going to be the provider, Google provider. And let's go ahead and change some other things. Alright, so now that we have that, let's go ahead and add also into here. Let me go ahead and fix that. So let's go ahead and add a button that will say log in with Google. Log in with Google. So we have all of this created already. Let's go ahead and focus on something else right away. So we can check to see if we have, let's go to login to see what we have. So let's go ahead and go to, since we got all of this created, so we don't have to do any other thing, just by using our credentials from Google. So yeah, now that I'm going to import my Google client and my Google client secret, um, I will have to skip this part. This way, you don't mess the project. Uh, so let me go ahead and do so. So I'm gonna pause this one. In the meantime, I added to it. I just set up my Google information, Google secret, and the Google client ID. So now let's just go ahead and test this to see if it works. So if it works, it should take us to our dashboard page. This one. So let's make sure we have everything set up correctly. Yes. So that will be it. Let me go ahead and just click in here and sign in with my Google information, and it may take us to the dashboard, obviously. Alright, being in the dashboard, yeah, but you may see that if you try to go to home, it may not allow you to go to home. If you try to go to inventory, it may not allow you to go to inventory either. So I have a trick for that, so we can have all of that fixed. Okay, so what we can do in this case, and not to have any problem with that, would be to just do the same with each thing we have right here. For example, if it's in dashboard, we're gonna say is on inventory. In here, we're gonna set our inventory routes. So we're gonna do the same here. We're gonna have inventory, and now instead of inventory, we're gonna say is it's on home, and we're gonna do in this case this one, and we'll say if it's equal to this, and now we're gonna have to add those three paths on it. All right, so now that we have all of this, Dios. And now that we have all of this, uh, so that we can say we have the dashboard, inventory, and home. So if it's whether in the dashboard, inventory, or in home, and if it's also uh, locked in, it will return true. Otherwise, it will return false and redirect us to a different page, to the login page, of course. So it'll see if it's logged in, and we will return false, and it will take us to this URL. Okay, requested. So now that we have everything set up in here, the only thing we can do right now is to taste it to see if it works. Go ahead and try again, and it take us to the login page. So if we go to login again, and we sign in right away, it should take us to home. Yes, so we can go dashboard, would not be a problem. If you go to home, you go to inventory, would not be a problem. Inventory will say. And if we go to yeah, that's it, home again. All right, but if we go to login, it may not allow us to go to login since we are already logged in. Okay, so this is pretty much it. I just finished with this video. I hope you like and subscribe. Better now how to use the new NextAuth Beta version 5. Right? Enjoy it.